Warning, the following contains spoilers for Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 16 above and below, now streaming on Crunchyroll, Funimation, Hulu, and Amazon Prime. Now that the epic conclusion to Attack on Titan, the final season Part 1 has aired, we're left with a stack of questions for the second part to answer. The last episode, Above and Below, ends on a cliffhanger, on the brink of what could possibly be the biggest Titan battle of all time, that sets up the concluding chapter, which will air in 2022. While the anime is on hiatus, let's reflect and focus on what the series still needs to resolve in Attack on Titan, the final season Part 2. The last we see of Levi is him standing over the marred body of Zeke in Episode 14, Savagery. Then, the Thunder Spear wedged in Zeke's body is set off by the Beast Titan in a risky escape attempt. Even though Levi is absurdly impressive, can he really withstand a Thunder Spear blast at point-blank range? We see Zeke's body basically ripped in half afterward, but he has the regenerative abilities of a Titan. Levi does not, so it is very likely that he is gravely wounded. But the finale of Part 1 didn't divulge whether Levi made it out alive or not. Hang and Flock are already on their way to Levi's location as they heard the Thunder Spear go off in the final episode. Hopefully, in the first episode of Part 2, we'll find out whether Levi survived. Will Falco and Gabi make it home? The fates of Falco and Gabi also rest on Part 2. Falco is in quite the predicament, having accidentally swallowed wine that was tainted with Zeke's spinal fluid. This means that should Zeke use his power to transform those who swallowed it into pure Titans, Falco will also be susceptible. Currently, Falco is under guard and doesn't know what's happening on the outside. Gabi, on the other hand, knows exactly what's happening. She watched Eren transform into the Attack Titan after Porco Galliard attacked from below in Part 1's last episode. She also saw the Marley airships as they approached their location, which means she's in the middle of all the action. Like Falco, her life is certainly on the line, too. Getting them home should be a top priority for Pieck and the rest of the warriors. Will they make it out of the Titan battle and back to Marley in one piece? Is Eren, Mikasa and Armin's friendship really over? The core dynamic of the anime is also at stake in the final season. The last interaction between the original gang, Eren, Mikasa and Armin, was terrible. Eren explained that he hated Mikasa and that he always did, which provoked Armin into trying to punch Eren in the face. Eren then proceeded to beat Armin mercilessly. This was the fundamental friendship that made every bad moment worthwhile for Eren. Does it now suddenly mean nothing to him? While Eren does seem set in his new ways with his new family and Zeke, it's difficult to believe that their relationship is truly over. Will they reconcile now that Armin understands their plan? Or will Eren continue to keep them at arm's length? Will Zeke and Eren ever actually meet up? Since their return following the attack on Liberio, Eren and Zeke have been separated to prevent them from acting on the Founding Titan's ability to unleash the rumbling. It has been their mission to reunite ever since, but obstacle after obstacle has been thrown in their way, from Levi decimating Zeke once again in battle, to Eren now being preoccupied with the Marley warriors. Will they ever actually meet up and act on their plan? Knowing how determined these two brothers are, it's still highly probable, especially considering that Zeke saved himself after being hit by the Thunder Spear. If Eren survives his epic battle, he will find a way to his brother. Will Annie be resurrected? One small detail that was brief but important in the final season Part 1 was Armin's conversation with Annie, who is still entombed in her crystal. Though it was less of a conversation and more of Armin filling her in on details she's missed, it served the more important purpose of bringing her back to our attention. We know that Titan Shifter holders have the ability to see the memories of their holders. Perhaps Annie has a hidden clue that could change everything, or her presence could signify more strength for Marley. But the main question is, will she be resurrected at all? Or will she continue to remain in her crystal as the chaos unfolds around her? Who will win the epic Titan battle? Attack Titan Final Season Reiner. The big cliffhanger of the final episode of Part 1 left us on the brink of a massive battle between Eren, Reiner, Galliard, and potentially Pieck, who make up most of the 9. But which side has more firepower? While Marley has strength in numbers, the Titans plus the soldiers on the airships, Eren has multiple Titans all by himself. With his newly acquired Warhammer Titan, Eren can now manifest any item or weapon he may need to defeat his numerous enemies. So who will actually win? While it seems probable that Marley will prevail at the moment, or at the very least gain the upper hand first, Eren has many tricks up his sleeve. He may have already planned for an event like this and be prepared for it. Suffice to say, whoever wins the battle, it's going to be an awesome showcase of the power of Titans. Can Eren be redeemed after all? After all the suffering and new lows, perhaps the most pressing question of all for Attack on Titan fans is Eren still a redeemable character? From where Season 4, Part 1 wraps up, it seems like he's not, what with him actively hurting both Armin and Mikasa and severing all of his ties with the Scouts. But now that Zeke's plan has been totally laid bare, we can see why Eren sided with it. An end to the suffering of everyone he loves and his community, in Zeke's twisted way, apparently means more than any one person's opinion of him. While Eren certainly seems beyond help, Jean mentions something hopeful in the final episode. When Armin tells Jean and Connie about what Eren did to them, Jean can't understand it and suggests that there may be a reason why Eren is pushing them away. What if he's trying to save them from getting caught in the crosshairs? Whether this redeems him or not is something we'll have to wait until winter 2022 to find out.